All right, someone joined. We all should know how this is going to go here. Hello, Bubba's World. Glad you made it. 2 minutes in. Yeah, not a fan of that. More like regular show. I actually have, yeah, since RD Raccoon Reviews actually posted about it. Why are you naming off random shows, dude? Oh, did it? Wow. Just gonna wait a good 15 minutes here. At approximately 9:45, we're gonna start doing some things. The oh, those are the facts you're mentioning. Okay. JB Films. Okay, good. Glad he can make it. Christian, why are you naming random shows? Please explain. Oh, I actually heard Logan mentioning that on TikTok earlier today. Though the M&M guy actually appeared in only a couple videos, so I don't think it really matters. Wait, Chef Pee Pee Quits will get rebooted? Didn't they say that there were supposed to be 7 episodes, but they only ended up making 6? Wonder what happened to the last one. Probably didn't make it to production or something. Okay, it goes all the way up until June. Cool. Nope. Um, yeah, sure, let's just hide you. Christian, I don't know what your problem is. You're gonna have to be hidden. Sorry. Hot take. I don't think we need a secret door too. Yeah, as if the first one wasn't creepy enough. I mean, think about it. Does Bad Things guy is dead, and what's in the secret door is no longer a secret. That is a great point, actually. They already done that as like a one-time video, so when's it matter? I remember that guy. Oh my gosh, he is dangerous. I also remember Kushwa actually reacted to that, and you watch the guy doing bad things, obviously, because that's in his name. His face is freaking priceless. Oh my gosh. He had that same face for like a whole minute or something. It was perfect. Hey, look, he finally joined. And now people suddenly want a secret door too, and Logan will be making it. Man, I don't know what's going on with Logan's fans these days, man. Like, all they pretty much care about is Jeffy and like making Marvin and Goodman be tortured or something. Like, why? That's not the old SML I knew and loved back then. Like, I miss the good old days of like Chef Pee like making bad food and Junior crying about McDonald's or something. Those were the good old days. Also, by the way, I officially have Discord. That's cool and all, but sadly, I'm not. Well, obviously, I didn't say anything about that, but yeah, there is a possible chance I will not be joining. And one of the reasons why you should already know. That's probably the main one why I'm not gonna make one. Though I've been meaning to ask you this. I don't know if you really want to do this. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to because I know you don't like drama, but I think it would be nice if you went to TAF official's Discord server and found that you know what I'm talking about and tell him to get rid of it. Because no one has been talking about that, especially Adam and his three other buddies from back then. I don't know if he likes them anymore. Probably not, but what I'm trying to say is find that drama thing and tell them, hey, this is in the past. I'm friends with NGC, K Films, and some Wally fan. Yep, that NGC is the Mario guy. I'm pretty sure, Super Mario plush guy. I'm pretty sure. I just cannot believe those nasty people have been trolling, doing disgusting things to Do Not. I know, like those guys, they have no lives. What can I say? They're just stupid guys saying that he farts all the time and friggin' like crashes like screw you and all that stuff. Like, why? Do Not's way freaking better than all of you guys, so why not get back off and get a life? I don't understand. Now, I know, Dylan, I mentioned to you that I wasn't gonna do TV schedules, but I changed my mind. I've decided I'm just gonna go through a couple channels and that's it. And it's not gonna be taking up a big part of the stream either. Actually, he just doesn't do Mario videos. He does Toy Story, Baldi's Basics, Cuphead, etc. parodies. Oh, well, for someone that's not even familiar with his channel, yeah, nice to know. Like it's like get a job or something. Jeez, exactly. Like, like you can tell they're trolling because, or you can tell they have no life because they're trolling good people. Like, why? Do Not doesn't deserve trolls. You know, something sad is that other than you, not many people do Disney Channel schedules. Well, I don't think many people are too familiar with Disney. Well, I myself, well, I guess I'm not too familiar with it because I have no interest in Disney now. Their channels are okay, the schedules are fine, but the company itself, Not good anymore. As a matter of fact, going back to the whole Discord story, that's also another reason why I don't want to join is because I'm pretty sure that whole thing is still there. Like no one's told me, "Hey, that thing that was based on your past is gone now." No one told me that, so I'm thinking that it might still be there, but personally I don't really care much, but that doesn't mean I'm going to join Discord anyway because people are going to know who I am and they're probably not going to give me any followers, so not happening. I watch Disney Channel and their sister channels when they do air old shows, so it would be helpful for me. Oh, that's a good way of putting it, actually. I pretty much just tune into these certain channels just for the old shows, which could probably be why I only watch iCarly on TNet. I don't even tune into the old SpongeBob episodes because, well, I don't like SpongeBob anymore. I lost interest in it. Even if they're showing the classic ones, I still don't tune into that because it's still SpongeBob. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to avoid the show now. I mean, I'm gonna watch it once for the Patch of the Pirate segments this coming June or July, this summer basically, but that's it. That's the only time I'm gonna watch SpongeBob this year. Aside from that, not gonna touch it. Yeah, you got a point. Also, did you hear Disney has this Disney Kids channel where they upload full episodes of old shows like DuckTales, Chip and Dale, Goof Troop, The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I believe I've heard of it, but I haven't tuned into its channel properly. Let's put it. Okay, so I said we would go through the schedule for that next week. So I'm gonna get it ready. Um yeah, sure, we might as well just do um Memorial yeah, Memorial Day. The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh and The Book of Pooh are my favorite Pooh shows. I believe no, I was gonna say The Book of Pooh is an old show, but it isn't. It actually came out around I guess 2010s, 2000s, but the other one is old for sure. I know I've mentioned this a couple times before, but that's only because YouTube wouldn't accept my comments. I do think Home Movies is a good show. I don't think it's that good, but it's decent. I have been watching the show every time on Adult Swim to record the episode, so yeah. Oh, it came out in 2001? Okay. I guess you could say it was. No, it's not a ripoff. I was gonna say it's a ripoff of Blues Room because no, it isn't because Blues Room came out around 2004 when it was paired up with Blues Clues. So technically, Blues Room is a ripoff of the Book of Pooh because Book of Pooh uses puppets, if I'm correct. I mean, I've seen Brennan Barney make a rant on it, so yeah, it looks like a puppetry show. I'm surprised the people from Ubi aren't on the show, like Tim Lagasse and um, Tyler and Stephanie DeBrujo and Noah McNeil. But wait a minute, no, I think it was produced by Jim Henson. If it did use puppets, so maybe a couple of those guys are on the show. I don't know. I don't even look at the voice cast properly. Okay, so this is just going to be quick here. I'm not gonna really go over the schedule too much and say how it would improve and stuff. It's going to be a quick run through. Also, I'd agree if it makes more sense for when puppet show than Blues Room since it's been established that characters are plush toys. The franchise is based on the books that are based on plush toys. Wow, that's a lot of information. Okay, let's just quickly run through the um, Memorial Day schedule. So we got regular show, Gumball, Teen Titans Go for an hour, Tom and Jerry Tales for an hour, Loon Show, What's New Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo Show, Greg of the Creek, more Teen Titans Go, more Gumball, regular show, The Lost Tapes, Billy and Mandy, and if you didn't see that correctly, yeah, there's Billy and Mandy replacing Ed, and Eddy, which is okay. Like, they do need a break from the show, and they do need to rotate, so it makes sense. And then the other version, minusing the lost tapes, looks like this. More Gumball, and then regular show got shrunken up, but the original airs alongside that time, so that's good. Also, something interesting, in my opinion, Winnie the Pooh is basically the SpongeBob of Disney, and the SpongeBob before SpongeBob. That makes sense. Hello, Terrico Hollaby, 1468. You're a new person, I don't remember you. So yeah, the schedule here actually does look another hour, but you know what? It's only 2 freaking hours, so let's not start complaining here. And then Tom and Jerry getting an extra half hour, I think that's cool. Even though Looney Tunes loses some time here as well. Greg of the Creek replaces Adventure Time, in which I don't care for either show, so personally, I would say it's a good change. I think Greg of the Creek is a little better than Adventure Time, I guess. So the schedule does look deep, though. Actually, no, it doesn't look decent because there's only like 8 shows on the lineup, so it's okay. Lineup, okay. That's my thoughts. It's okay. It's not terrible. There is some variety, but it's just not good enough. I think this is around the time Cartoon Network's starting to decline a bit, but not too much. I mean, it's still better than Nickelodeon and Disney, but still less variety. That's not good. I mean, think about it. The main protagonist is yellow and wears red, who are dumb. SpongeBob and Winnie the Pooh. They have a pink friend, Piglet and Patrick, and they have grumpy neighbors, Rabbit and Squid. Hey, that is the point actually. Cartoon Network and Boomerang schedules are good, but of course they can be improved more. I agree. So Saturdays, regular show, The Lost Tapes, and regular show, Teen Titans Go, We Baby Bears, E and U, Craig of the Creek, Gumball for a long time, Jellystone, Tom and Jerry Tales, Scooby Doo Mystery Inc., and then a movie. This schedule looks decent. Just know that on the Saturday, or yeah, I think it is next Saturday, it will decline a bit. In other words, the original regular show will be leaving, but regular show The Lost Tapes will remain, which is nice. Still, which show do you like more and think is better, Ed, and Eddy, or Courage the Cowardly Dog? Now that's an interesting question because I love both of them, but I'm gonna have to say Ed, and Eddy because it's hilarious. And I dang sure disagree with Pug Time. Adventure Time is not better than Ed, and Eddy. Adventure Time is boring as heck, but Ed, and Eddy's hilarious. And then Sundays, Scooby Doo stuff, movie, Looney Tunes show, Tom and Jerry show, Tiny Toons University. Last time we'll be seeing that, unfortunately. We Baby Bears, Teen Titans Go, Gumball, Ben 10. And look, good old Chowder's back on Boomerang. Isn't that nice? Even though it's only 2 weeks. So yeah, Saturdays is alright, but Sundays is honestly the best one. Let's see. Hello, um, let's just say Halibert5806. What's your thoughts on Mushroom Mania? I haven't seen a full episode, but it looks interesting. Never shown how it's good. Hey, good. That's nice. Speaking of Pug Time, what are your thoughts on him alongside two other people? I have mentioned this. I actually have mentioned this in my upcoming Ask Prayer episode, so tune in for that for more information. But I'll tell you this right now: I don't like either. I don't like any of them. Like they're opinion bashers, and they're forcing you to like horror. Like what people does that? Like, so what if we don't like Rosemary? Doesn't mean you can hate on us. And look, Bubba, I know it's your channel and I know you kind of like those guys, but my recommendations is you to kind of hide them because, again, let's be real, they're basically just talking about horror, forcing you to like it, and they just quote unquote bash your opinion. Because that's what they were doing on my channel, and I hit all three of them. So, yeah, this was just a quick thing. I'm not gonna do too much for the next video. I'll go through the next weekend lineup next month. Maybe I could do the let's see what today's the 19th. Maybe I'll do the next stream and then another stream in the next 2 weeks. I'll think about that. I mean, I'm actually gonna be on a mini vacation, so might as well do another stream at around early June. I think you guys would like that. By the way, mushrooming Milo is basically Mickey Mouse and Dora. Brittany is basically Swiper, and Pixie is basically Toodles. Oh, well, at least that's how you know that Party TV has seen Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. If you do watch it, I recommend watching the Solar Powers episode first. I mean, I'm not really too big of a fan of the animation. It looks okay, but I think it looks a little too silly. I mean, well, I mean, let's be real. It's supposed to be a show targeted towards kids, so it's understandable. Personally, I think my buddy Cole's World of Komari 19 animation looks much better. Considering the fact that it's more like an actual cartoon than it was a comic book series, if you will. Do you watch regular show The Lost Tapes? Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for someone to ask me about this. Yes, I have. I've seen the first 6 episodes and I love them. I'm so glad Cartoon Network's best Marvel back. My favorite character is Mike because he brings up good points. Yeah, I noticed from your mistake. Alright, in like the next 19 more minutes, I'll be starting with the commentary, so stay tuned. Good for you. Yeah, thanks. Okay, zoom this out a little more. Because we got to get ready for the vid coming up later. What about Disney Channel's schedule? Um, Well, I mean, I've already went through it a couple times already, but if you want a quick run through, I guess I could. Once again, I think I mentioned this a couple times already, but the reason why I don't do how through for Disney channels is because I'm not too familiar with the channels nowadays. I'm familiar with a couple things for Disney, really for the shows and like like what they air and stuff. Next, um, let's just go ahead and do the schedules for weekdays and weekends. So yeah, this upcoming weekend, including Friday. Do you remember Robot Boy? I do, but I barely. I think it's a rip. No, wait. Isn't that and Robotomies the same? I don't know. I've never seen Robotomy, so I guess the titles probably. Since there's a few noteworthy things in the coming days. How about this? It's your I am. Tell me what channel. Please tell me what channels you want me to go through and what days for those respective channels. I know you've mentioned this in the comment, but I haven't seen it. I haven't really I don't really read them properly because you do write really long comments, so I can't really take the time to read it all. I'm not really a quick reader. No, with a different show. Oh, okay. But yeah, I do remember Robot Boy. I don't watch those episodes. Channel and Disney Junior for today and the weekends and on Monday. So Disney Channel and Disney Junior I'd be focusing on. Okay. So let's just do this one by one. Why not? Zoom this up so you don't see the frickin' brightness of those images, because I know some people would be complaining on that. There's a phone call going on, so I have to be mute for a while. Finally, does that person ever shut up? Anyways, we're finally back here, so let's see. Let me read some comments really quick. Tuesday, also next week, Disney Junior will be ending at 10 p.m. No, 10 a.m. due to the summer. Robot Boy is from the 2000s, while Robotomy is from the 2010s. Oh, wow, so they're a decade apart. Yeah, again, apologize for that. Some people, I don't even want to say it because, yeah, reasons. Okay, so let's start with Disney Junior for weekdays. Once again, I'm not going to do how it would improve. I just want to go through them, see what stuff they're having. And as you can see here, from 12:30 through 1:20 a.m., they have PJ Masks. Yeah, so I'm not a fan of the show, obviously. I think does Party TV like it? I don't know. He probably does. We got Bluey. Betty Pies, Mickey Mouse, Clubhouse, the original, I think. Bluey, Party TV Life. That's what I thought. Mickey and the Roadster Racer. They seriously have this show still on? I thought it was gone by now. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus, Bluey, Super Kitties, Robogobo, Bluey, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus, not phone. Hey AJ, Spidey and his amazing friends, meet Iron Man and his awesome friends. Yeah, they're awesome. Bluey, Magipers, Bluey, Betty Pies, Super Kitties, Bluey, Disney Junior's Ariel, Bluey, Robogo, Bluey, Campers, Mickey Mouse, Super Kitties, Iron Man, Spidey and his amazing friends, Joe Sucks, The End, Pies, Bluey, amazing. And they're just repeating shows. I don't like this lineup. No, they repeat shows way too much. Not as much as Nick, but still, it's bad. Now for weekends, they haven't aired season 3 of the show outside of holidays since February 2025. Wow, over a whole year. It's crazy. I guess maybe they thought they were doing so well on views around the holidays that they just had to bring them back, at least for weekdays. Okay, I guess, but I don't care about the series. Now, for weekends, it's basically the same stuff. We got Pupstruction, Rubble and Crew rip off anyone? Hey AJ, Brave. Okay, we got a movie. That's nice. It's nice. I like it when there's their movies every now and again. I mean, they have to. It's a part of their library. Same stuff. Toy Story? Okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. That's a classic. Anyone hype up for that Toy Story 5 movie coming out? Maybe that's why they're airing that, just to hype kids up. All right, now Sundays, basically the same stuff. Okay, we got another movie, Enchanto, whatever you want to say it. By the way, I was referring to Mickey Mouse Mixed Up Adventures. Aren't they the same thing though? Or am I thinking of something else? Because I remember Party TV mentioned that. No, it's not Party TV. A creator of random content. He mentioned that Mixed Up Adventures and Roadster Racers are the same show. I don't know if that's for sure, but maybe you would know. Basically the same schedule. Yeah, not a good lineup. There's way too much spam on here. Like I don't understand what's going on with these channels and spamming or two. Like Cartoon Network, we get Gumball, Boomerang, we get Scooby Doo, freaking Game Show Network, we get Family Feud. Like why? Why can't we just have like a nice 24-hour solid lineup with like 20 or 22 shows? It's not even that difficult. At least MeTV Tunes doesn't do that. They have a good variety of shows. God bless to them. Anyways, going to Monday just for curiosity. And we wait. Oh, I thought it was a marathon of the original. That would have been perfect. But no, it's premiere date for the reboot of Sophia the First. Then we get Bluey. Same stuff. God, that's a lot of Bluey. Moana. Okay. I haven't seen this for a while, but it's kind of a classic. When did it come out? I'm curious. 2016. Yeah, I remembered seeing this in theaters, so it's been a whole decade. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, by them replacing Sophia the First, the original, with the reboot. I totally get it. Then Tuesday. Okay, so there's a normal slot for it at 7:30. They didn't need to replace the original with the show, but the reboot, but hey. At least they did it better than Nickelodeon, because if you remember around July of 2019 for Nick Jr., they've replaced the original Blue's Clues and then they waited like 4 months for the reboot to come out. Really, Nick? You could have just replaced it in early November. You didn't need to take it off that freaking early. That was a terrible decision on their part. And then that's pretty much it for Disney Junior. So now we're gonna jump on the original Disney Channel. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. All right. What's your favorite Disney Junior show? I don't really have a favorite, but I get Clubhouse because that's one of the only ones I remember. I would say Imagination Movers, but that's play. To my knowledge, I don't think they've ever aired that on Disney Junior. Yeah, probably not. Okay, now the original Disney should be a little better. So this is Fridays. Imagination Movers aired on Disney. Oh, did it? I've only seen it once when I was a kid, so I don't really know. I didn't really know that much. So, that's cool. Do you remember the date um that it like last aired on the channel? Early 2010s. Is there any you like? No. No, none. Though if you really want to say this is Disney, I do like Bill Nye the Science Guy and Schoolhouse Rock. Aside from that, wait a minute. There's that is the is the dinosaur sitcom show owned by Disney? Because if it is, I like that show as well. It's funny. Not the mama, not the mama, not the mama. That's hilarious. That little dino guy is way freaking better than Elmo, and he's voiced by the same guy too. In Disney Junior's first few years, they aired a lot of Playhouse Disney shows. Oh yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Imagination Movers last aired on Disney Junior in May 16th of 2014. Wow, so it's been exactly 12 years. That was a shame that it stopped airing. Like I was like 11, 11 around that time, so I really could have checked some episodes out when I was 10. That would have been cool, but again, I've only seen it once since I was a little kid and I stopped watching altogether. Kind of sad too cuz I recently revisited the show not too long ago and I think the show is okay. It's not that way better than the freaking Wiggles, that's for sure. But yeah, I don't mind it. Like those guys on the show are very freaking cool. Well, Knit Knot, his no, his boring traits I don't like cuz he's always like, "Oh, let's make things boring. Oh, let's watch Adventure Time because I love boring things and that show's boring." The girl they have on the show, she's fine. The mouse is a little. I'm he's dumb. What's his name? Warehouse Mouse. That's his name. He's okay. Overall, I do think the show is decent. It was also the last time they aired the Little Mermaid series, the movie. The movie still aired sporadically. I believe it aired quite recently, but I don't remember. You know, it would be a good challenge to live like a knit knots. Yeah, it would. All right, let's continue. Basically, some of the same stuff from Disney Junior, but we get some Disney Channel shows here. Not too much Big City Greens on here, which is good. Get a movie, don't really care about it. Monsters University, that's a kind of a classic. Someone should do that challenge. Yeah, that'd be great. Miraculous, Big City Greens, and then jumping to weekends. Alvin movie. Horton Hears a Who. That's an wow. So I know Disney is kind of taking the Nickelodeon route and doing a lot of movies, but these are classics. And I mean, the only other channel we get to see these classic movies is where? Freeform? That's all I can think about. And then this is Sunday. Pretty much the same thing. Princess and the Frog, alright. There's a Little Mermaid. Oh, it's the new one? Are you kidding me? This movie sucks, alright? Moving on. Cinderella, okay. God, what is with Disney and their freaking remakes these days? Why can't you air the freaking original? Are you this lazy? What's next? Are they going to show Snow White and it's the god awful live action, or how about The Lion King? Like, is Disney Channel really this freaking desperate for money? Like, come on. That's pretty much what the world is like today. Money, money, this, money, that. Just stop it. It's basically like what Schnitzel said in that one episode of Chowder. I already got run around this and run around that, run around this and run around that, run. That's basically what it is. For my sister's favorite. Well, same as me, but I lost. They aired the original alongside the remake on the main channel. Of what? What's your favorite Disney movie that you like? That's actually pretty hard. I'm pretty much just a fan of the Pixar ones, so let's just say Toy Story classic. Thankfully, Disney Junior doesn't air live action Disney remakes. Oh, thankfully. Thank the freaking Lord above. The Lion King and the Little Mermaid. Oh. So they do air the original alongside the remakes. Okay, at least that makes that balance better. Better pleasing the old fans and the new fans while making the old fans angry at the remake. I guess that's a nice balance. This is for Monday. All right, they're airing Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, the Three Musketeers. I haven't seen it, but is it old? Yeah, it is. 2004. Interesting. Then we get Alvin and Chipmunks. Really, who likes this movie? Who likes Alvin and Chipmunks? I don't. They're cringe. Important Here's a Who again. I don't care if they're repeating. Like those are classics. At least they're giving you a chance to see it. There's Luca, Jesse, Kiff, and then all that. Now I'm gonna do Tuesday just to see what else they got. Now I see why you want me to do Tuesday, Bubba. It's just to make sure if there's any other changes because of course after a holiday you would want to change your schedule after that. Rio 2, alright. Last hour, come on. Dude, I didn't. Bro, come on. Okay, there we go. There's the last hour. Alright, that rounds out the schedules. We got Phineas and Ferb. It's probably the newer episodes. Yep. Well, I'm glad it's back anyway, but I'm not a fan of the show. I watch it every now and again. Will you and watch Toy Story 5 when it comes out? Most likely. How if it was a pre-1989 movie, they just air the remakes. Okay, now that's not a good decision. Did you see the Sunday schedule? They had Sophia the First Once Upon Princess during the movie block. Yeah, I actually did. It aired for quite a bit of hours on Disney Channel on Disney Channel's hours. Yep. And I really got to stop with the whole messing up my tongue thing. If you guys know what I mean, in which you probably don't. Okay, let's go ahead and unmute that. Gonna jump straight to YouTube. I've multiple times I was going to do this, and I never have. For reals, what are your favorite and what are you what are your favorite episodes and least favorite episodes of Ed, Ed and Eddy? Okay, that's actually tough for the favorites ones, but the least favorite ones I have some suggestions. Yeah, even though I love the show, there are certain episodes that I don't like. Some of the specials especially, like Like, see here. If it smells like an Ed, that sucks. A fistful of Ed, that one's not good. Um, the Eds are coming is all right. It's not that bad. I do love all the holiday specials, though. One thing I don't like about them is the fact that the Eds keep getting tortured. It's like they don't really deserve it, especially in the end of the Halloween one when Double D and Eddy gets beat up by all the kids and Ed just gets off scot free. Like that's not good. And I guess your Ed here is kind of bad. Smile for the Ed is not that good either. Um, that's pretty much all I can think about. I have a personal favorite. I guess a majority of season 3 I like. I mean that season is memorable for sure. I feel obligated to see if the movie has a promo referring to the Sophia. Yeah, imagine that. Let's see which one was it. It was way at the bottom. I knew that. I know that. So, okay, around this area. Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Okay, this involves it. Okay. Since all movies on Disney Channel and Disney Junior Family Movie Block has a promo, I'm pretty sure they would have a promo, but knowing their modern day like programming company, they're probably not going to. I don't know. It's just that for some reason, many channels don't even make promos for their new things anymore. Like, why? It's probably because of cuts or something. Do you feel bad and hate when episodes end with the Eds getting kissed by the Cankers? Sometimes I find it funny. Other times I do think it is too far and messed up. I mean, they actually did that once in an episode, at the end of the episode, of Fistful of Ed, in which when the Cankers were doing that to Double D, Eddy stood up for himself and was like, "Hey, he's had enough already." That is just a perfect crash out right there. Wish recently premiered on Disney Junior and Disney Channel promo on Disney Junior. Crazy. Very crazy. Okay, we're gonna keep that on mute. So it's around here. Most opinions outdated. Yeah, we're about to find that out later. Got 40 more minutes, so there's some time here. Luckily, there's only 2 parts to go through. One part's 10 minutes, while the other one's about 7. So, in all honesty, I'm kind of glad I've blown through it really quickly, even though it did feel lazy and half-ashed. Which episode was the most cruel for the Eds when they gotten that? Well, I don't want to say don't rain on my Ed because it didn't happen at the end. Um, I guess I would say a twist of Ed because yeah, it happened in the beginning and throughout the episode, but of course they tried to make them stop forever, but that just failed miserably. So it's like the so it's like the Cankers basically pranked the Eds, and that and I know I said back then on my very first video that I liked the episode, but now I'm not. Sucks. It is funny. I do like a couple of the jokes in it, like when Ed is like in the cake circling around him, and then Ed shouts out May, and then he says, "You look very pretty today." He just rubs on her hair, and then there's like butterflies flying everywhere. that is that is hilarious, and the way it works is that it doesn't make any sense. So the fact that they make butterflies fly everywhere just sells it. So yeah, the episode is alright. This week I plan on recording a collab NGC since he also does gameplay videos. Also, by the way, unfortunately, my Mist Man 12 stopped doing regular Baldi Basics plus updates to work on 1.0. It's because of. Yeah, he probably did cause it. I'm not too big of a fan of Baldi's Basics. I've seen Orange and his friends play it on the Annoying Orange Gaming channel, and I do think it is funny the way each and every one of them, well, they play it individually and they all have a different way of doing it. Like, for example, Grapefruit can beat the game, but he doesn't. Grandpa Lemon gets confused. Marshmallow has some sort of weird crush on Baldi. Pear, I think, hates it in general, and Orange, he probably just gets terrified. I've only seen Grapefruit, Grandpa Lemon, and Marshmallow's gameplays specifically, but I haven't seen the other ones, so those are just random guesses. Yeah, Grapefruit, Grandpa Lemon, and Marshmallow. Okay, so going through these two videos will be the last thing for the stream. So I decided to com- compromise until 0.15 where I install a few mods. Hmm. I think the most cruel ending for the Eds was the ending of Out with the Old, In with the Ed, Kinkers. Oh, I've forgotten about that one. I've seen it recently on Checkered Past, and yeah, it is messed up. The episode is decent, but that ending, oh my god, I hate it. Yeah, that's the thing too. Even though I love, there's certain things of the show that I don't really like. A couple episodes included, but that doesn't make the show bad. It's still way better. It's still a way better Cartoon Network show than Boring Time. Boring Time, yeah, that's what I call it because the show's boring. All right, half a minute longer. Yes, it's still a great show, for sure. Definitely. Though Courage the Cowardly Dog is a close second for, obviously, for the second best show on CN. Okay, let's get things ready because the commentaries are coming back. And as you can see here, of course, the commentary on my opinions on every single Noggin slash Nick Jr. show, TV show, parts 1 and 2. And of course, as you can see there, as I read off before, most opinions are going to go. So I'm going to let my past self say his opinion on these shows, then I'm going to pause it right after and give my current thoughts on it because, of course, my opinions have changed. Well, a majority of them, and some of them still stay the same. So I'll probably give out brief reasons to as to what like, don't like or find the show okay. All right, let's turn up the volume and get started. And go. Okay, so have to restart here. Okay. I apologize if my posture is not going to be that good here, but I'm trying my best, so please give me credit. But we're going to get through Nick Jr. And just to make this a lot quicker, I don't think my posture's that bad, but okay. I'm just going to seconds on every show. So let's go and get started. Actually, hang on. Someone has a question. You like Samurai Jack? Nah, I'm just not a fan of Genny Tartakovsky's work. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say, so let's just get going. That show's terrible. The end. Is that seriously all you had to say? I probably just said it because I haven't even seen it, and judging by the style, I just think it looks bad. I actually, of course, I still haven't seen the show. I mean, it's been 6 years since I made this video, 6 or 7 years. Don't you start with me. But um, yeah, I still haven't seen the show. But judging by the puppets, it doesn't look that bad. But it's just not my cup of tea. Not interested in the series.
Next up, we got Eureka's Castle. Now, this is one of Noggin's classic shows. Um, it's bad, but too bad if I'm gonna be honest. Okay, my posture's getting.
Um, I guess I would agree with that. Like Allegra's Window, I kind of think is a little bit better than Eureka's Castle. Really, I still haven't seen it, but Allegra does look like a. She doesn't look that bad. It's one of the first shows that appeared on the Nick Jr. block, so it's honestly not that bad of a series. It's certainly better than Sesame Street, that's for sure.
Bad again. I apologize for this, guys. I'm just trying, okay?
Of course, this was also back then when I would constantly say I'm sorry. So, yeah, I don't do that anymore, or I don't do it as much as I used to. So, yeah, let's put it that way.
Please forgive me. Okay, moving on. Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah 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 Camellia. Oh wait, that's another song. Oh, but this show is ugly. As much as I hate Barney, at least that show's a bit better than this. This show completely sucks. That's all I have to say.
I would have to agree. Like Binya Binya does look creepy, and I have watched the show a few times on the Noggin app. And one episode from the Noggin's 30th was it? No, it was the 25th anniversary celebration. I'm not a fan of the show. Like, I did remember Robot Chicken made a parody of it. I thought that was funny, but the show itself, not a fan. I'm not a fan. No, theme songs are right, but aside from that, it's just something I'm not a fan of. Of course.
Next, we got my my my
Interruption.
my friend Aaron's favorite show.
Yes. Forget the times when I used to be cringe. I apologize for this, but this is back when I was really just trying to be funny, but I stopped. I still do stuff like fourth wall breaks and stuff, but not cringe like this.
Okay. As much as he likes the show, I don't like it. I didn't like it.
No, don't mention Jeffy. Jeffy sucks. Little Bill on the other hand though, I still am not a fan of the show actually. I know Aaron likes it, you know. That's fine. My bro, one of my friends, Aaron, does like it, and that's fine. That's his opinion. But my opinion, I just don't think it's that good. Like seeing Bill Cosby in the show and knowing the things that he did back then, watching the show now is kind of creepy, in in that sense alone. But yeah, this show I'm just not a fan of. Of course, I guess the jazz music is fine, but Ed does it way friggin' better. I also kind of find the show annoying, so yeah, I still don't like Little Bill.
Yeah. Next up, we got your backyard. Where's the backyard again? This show is just bad. All right. This show is terribly ugly.
Oh yeah, I honestly also forgot to mention that all of these shows are out of order. So yeah, the back I don't think it's bad. Many people are saying that it's a work of art. Um, I don't think it's that good. I mean, the animation's fluid and stuff. Some songs are decent, but I don't know why I found the show bad back then. Maybe because it was boring and it just looked ugly. I don't think the show's that bad now. Is it a masterpiece? Is it awesome? No. Is it bad though? Nah. So I guess I would say I'm mediocre over this, but I still find it pretty boring.
Next up, we got who? Ho.
Okay, despite how cringe that is, I like the fact how I'm just mimicking the sound effects and the songs. Kind of cool.
This show is completely ugly. And it's even a ripoff of Dora the Explorer, which, boy oh boy, we're going to get to in a little bit. But that show sucks, and so does this. So that's my opinion on Go Diego Go. Next up,
So really, I could have just counted Dora the Explorer as like a second part or two. since both shows look the same and they have the same exact opinion. Odiogo Go though, I don't think the show looks ugly. I mean, again, it's basically like Dora the Explorer, but a little better. I mean, they do animal stuff and rescues and that frickin' Rescue Pack song, Rescue Pack, coming to the rescue. That song is dope. All right, I will give him that. Like, I guess I would say the show is mediocre. It's not that bad. Is it better than Dora the Explorer? Oh, for sure. Yeah, like I've stated. But it's just not that good of a show because I do get bored from every now and again when I revisit the show. Yeah. So it's mediocre.
We got Nihao Kailan. This show is ugly. Actually, guy, if you're watching this, I respect your opinion, but I freaking hate Kailan so much. She's ugly.
Okay, that's a little harsh, but all right.
She doesn't look pretty. She's ugly as heck. I don't care if she says she's not ugly. She's beautiful.
Okay. I don't know how to comment on that, but Nihao Kai Lan, I honestly agree with my earlier opinions. I'm still not a fan of the show. I don't like it. It's a little better than Dora the Explorer still, but yeah, it's basically a Chinese version of Dora, so they teach Chinese instead of Spanish. Um, I may not know much. I actually don't know Chinese myself, so it's okay to learn about. Maybe not from the show. Um, I do kind of like the culture Chinese aesthetic it has to it, so I don't think it's that bad of a series. But I would say it is kind of boring. It does have moments like Ho Ho hitting Rintu and like Ho Ho pouting over a dumpling and stuff. So it does have classic moments, but the show itself is not good. I would say it's also mediocre.
Okay, next up we got Oswald. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down.
What I say? Get on with it.
Like I mentioned in my rant, the buildings look like rectangles. This show sucks. All right, moving on.
Yeah, once again, I've made a past commentary on my rant on Oswald, and I still agree with my thoughts. I think the show does look ugly, kinda, and it was the early 2000s, so it kind of makes sense for it to look like that. But still, I don't like Oswald so much. I mean, the music, okay, I'll admit the music is okay, all right, but I'm just not a fan of the show itself. So I guess I would say it's mediocre as well because I do have childhood memories with it. So yeah, these shows that I call bad these days, I'm pretty much saying it's mediocre now. So I guess you could say it's a little bit better, but not by a long shot.
We got Pinky Dinky Doo. Now this show is not on the air anymore. It actually is if you tune into HBO.
Yeah, not anymore, sadly.
This show, this show's kind of bad. This show sucks. Gosh, if you're watching this, I respect your opinion, but I just hate it. Next we got.
I actually don't hate Pinky Dinky Doo anymore. I have seen some episodes alongside the other ones, as I keep talking about. It's around the same boat, but I don't think Pinky Dinky Doo sucks anymore. I think the show is okay. Like the animation style is much similar to another Nickelodeon series. Um, well, yeah, it's by Jim Jenkins. I think that's his. The show, the voice acting was nice. Though some things I don't really like still is the fact that Pinky's head keeps growing whenever she thinks. Obviously, that's like inaccurate, like unrealistic. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to go for. Unrealistic. Um, I don't really. Well, it makes sense for her to say like, "Nah, too stinkier," based on the subject she was talking about and what idea she was coming up with. Um, I do kind of like the characters. They are fine. The games at the end of the episodes, though, at least for the season, they are pretty fun to play, but they are kind of like silly and wacky. But it makes sense. It's a show. I haven't seen season two though. I did hear the animation looks better, but there's like too many like disgusting jokes, if you know what I mean. So I would say the show's okay. It's not bad.
The Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets, we're on your way. to help save her mom and save the day.
That's something like Muscle Man would say. You know who else we are trying to save? My mom! Hilarious.
Too big and we're not too tough, and we work together. We find the right stuff. I find the Wonder Bed suckish.
Yeah, I mentioned this before a couple times already, but I don't think the Wonder Pets is bad anymore. Yeah, sure, there's constant singing, but the show is okay. Like, I like the main characters, Linny, Tuck, and Ming Ming. I don't care. They're kind of cute. All right, the duck is kind of cute. Not gonna lie. Um, um, again, I do like the animation style. I did find out that one of you said that it was puppetry and not stop motion. I'm sorry, I just thought it did look stop motion to me, but yeah, the show is fine. The show is okay. I don't like it. I don't hate it anymore. I just think it's okay.
Next up we got wow 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 see Rocky Rocky wow wow
Okay, I gotta rewind that.
find the right stuff.
My is acting up right now because it's pretty old. I don't know if it needs new batteries or not. Probably will get it more later, but this is what I'm gonna stick with for now. So if there's any errors here, I'm reminding you now that they will be happening. Yeah, I was I.
I find the Wonder Bed suckish. Next up we got wow 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 see Rocky Rocky wow wow.
uh, Terry Calhalaby, you weren't here when I said this, but I'm not gonna be reading your comments until the commentary's over. So you're free to keep writing them down, but I'm not gonna read them until this is completely done.
Love you, live with you. Loves who lives in the tree. Likes to play, play, play. He likes the baby tail and he likes to that way. Loves, he sucks. He sucks, he sucks, he sucks. Lots of friends. They suck so much. He has lots of fans and they hate him so much. This show sucks.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm honestly surprised that even though I haven't seen these shows for a while, I like I would be able to remember their theme songs and how they were played. Well, let's be real here. Even though I did hate these shows, I would like tend to go back to their themes every now and again just for memories. Memories alone, not because that I like these shows now. Um, yeah, but yeah, that's basically how I would only watch these shows from back then, just from their theme songs alone. Anyways, Wow Wow Wubsy, as I mentioned a couple times already before as well, same thing with Wonder Pets, I don't like the show. The only things I like about it is Walden's voice actor, because he's voiced by me, who did Mr. Crocker from The Fairly Odd Parents, and the music, the animation, the fact that there's some, like I said, voice actors and animators from The Fairly Odd Parents, but that's it. That's the only things I like about the show. Overall, I think it's bad. If you want to know more of my thoughts, then go to my Wow Wow Wubsy rant commentary video for my special 1,000 sub stream. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say here. Let's move on.
I apologize for my singing, but I'm trying to entertain you guys.
I don't think people would get entertained from my singing, which could probably explain why I didn't get any comments from that.
Next, we got pretty much my favorite noggin show out of all these freaking shows here Blues Clues. This show is awesome. Freaking love it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, spoiler warning. That's the only show on this list that's gonna get that rating, and no, my opinion still like could you not love Blue's Clues? It is a freaking dick, especially Steve and Blue. I know Joe came in later on, but I mean he was okay. But Steve, oh my gosh, he takes the freaking cake. And then the reboot's gonna come on later, so I'll talk more about that when that comes around. Most likely in the next part. So yeah, let's continue.
Next, we got its bad spin off here Blues Room. This show's even worse than Blues Clues, which at least that show's good, but this show, terrible. It's like a Sesame Street version of Blues Clues.
Um, yeah, I like how I said even worse, even though I didn't even say Blue's Clues was bad. But yeah, it is basically like Sesame Street. I agree with that. As I mentioned before, it is like the Book of Pooh in a way, in a sense, since they both use puppetry. And although I do think puppetry is cool, kind of cool, yeah, kinda. I'm just not a fan of Blues Room. Someone that said he loved Blues Clues, I actually don't love Blues Room. That's a fact. Oh yeah. Mhm. So yeah, that's weird, but I don't like Blues Room. Yeah. Again, coming from someone that likes the original, he doesn't like the revival or not a reboot. Let's just call it like. No, it's a spin-off. Yeah, spin-off. Okay, say let's move on.
Either way, all I can say is that Blues Room is terrible. All right, this show is completely terrible. Excuse
Rude much.
me, guys. Next up, we got Cooking for Kids with Louise. With Louise. You know, when I reach up to 5 minutes, I'm just gonna change up to 15 seconds. All right. Because I barely have much stuff to talk about. Plus, I need to get this over with. I'm getting tired. This show, right? I don't really mind this show. Next up, we
Yeah, I would agree. I don't mind cooking for kids with Louise. Like I know it was basically a part of Noggin's snack time, like little bumper things they have. I don't know what they would call it, but this show is or this segment is okay. I do get kind of bored at times. It's basically like a kids version of Hex Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, but overall, yeah, the show's fine. It's okay. I do like how they show those little pictures of like soap, knives, frying pan, stuff like that, just to let you know what's going on or it's reaching. Um, yeah. So it's an okay segment to me now. Though I do like the beginning the snack time thing for Noggin. Those are freaking nostalgic. Like wow. The whole bird eating seeds and then the guy eating green beans or yeah, they're green beans and just sounds they make nostalgia. Okay, let's move on.
got Dino Dan. More like Dino Failure because the show sucks. You just got this kid with the dinosaur and they just like to hang out and make out or something. It's terrible. The show Barney sucks, but that show's a bit better than this. And the Amazing World of Gumball is a bit better than this too.
They make out. No. That is they do not make out. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Dino Failure. Okay, that is a bad name. I actually barely seen Dino Dan. It's basically a kid's version of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, so I'm not a fan of those movies personally, but this show basically dumbs it down for little kids. Yeah, that just goes to show that even though there's a scary looking dinosaur, it's still for kids. Barney, anyone? But anyways, I'm not a fan of Dino Dan. Of course, I haven't seen it. I've seen it from the promos from Noggin and Nick Jr.'s early commercials, but it's just not something I'm a fan of. Like I myself don't really like dinosaurs aside from that dinosaur sitcom show from Disney, but aside from that, not a fan myself. So this show, not good.
And so we got a show that Colt Mario Man 19 actually likes. Lazy Town. Go, 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 it's Lazy Town. Modest place of the day. The show is fun. I made a rant on it, but it's not a hard rant. It's an okay rant because I don't hate it all that much. Next,
In which I have erased it because I've been getting so much hate on it. So I'm like, many people have been commenting about it. I'm like, okay, fine. Um, yeah, Lazy Town. If this was like Komari Man's Robbie Rotten or Rod Rottenstein, it go get her money, Phil. And you don't know this, but of course you know that in the show Sporticus's thing like beeps and he's like trouble. Um, try to guess what Rod Rottenstein's version is. It's not the beep beep beep. It's and this is gonna make you like this is gonna probably make you laugh. It's the McDonald's jingle. You know the ba da ba ba ba. So it goes da 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 da. Someone needs money. Oh, that's hilarious. Though the show itself nowadays still loves the show, which is why he put Rod Rottenstein or Robbie Rotten in the show. Personally, I think the show is okay. Like it kind of bores me at times, but I know this is one of those shows alongside the It's the Nut Shack show that uses all those like YouTube memes and like parody some songs like Cooking by the Book, the Mine song, and like other ones I can't even think of. Oh, You Are a Pirate. That one's also memeable. But me personally, I'm just not a fan of it. The puppet, right, but it is weird. Um, yeah. Um, I don't have much else to say, but the show is just okay to me. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just okay.
We got tweenies. What more can I say about this show? This show's ugly. The end.
I have seen the show during Noggin's 25th anniversary, and I would agree with that. The show is not good. It's way too crazy and way too kid-like, I guess, for my taste. So I don't like the show.
Next up, we got down, 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 the Upside Down Show. This show I already mentioned, but I don't want to say I like it. I would say it's okay. Honestly, it's okay. Next we got
I would actually agree with that too. Like I know it only has 13 episodes and the show actually is funny. It actually doesn't really feel like a children's show. It feels like more of a comedy, kind of like Ed, and Eddy or Drake and Josh or Keenan and Kel, something like that. The only main reason I called it okay is because, of course, it only has 13 episodes. My opinion still stands, though I would say I kind of like it. If it had more episodes, like maybe 20, 26, or 52, nah, 100, I doubt it highly. 52, yeah. I would say it's a good show, but because of its episode count, I have to call it okay. The show is still part of my childhood. I'm surprised I never said I hated the show. I'm very surprised, but yeah, it's okay to me still.
Yo, Gamma Gamma. Screw this show.
Oh, good.
I apologize for that. I'm not being silly just to make you guys laugh. I'm just, entertaining you guys. Please don't call me stupid. Anyways, we got
Oh my gosh, man, that was hilarious. All that like air put in my mouth to say the title of the show and just to say that it's in which I still agree. I don't like Yo Gabba Gabba. It's way too freaking babyish, way too childish. That's actually funny because for a show that has baby in its title, like Baby Looney Tunes, that show isn't as childish as this. Though I do like a couple things from the show, like DJ Lance is kind of cool. Black episode is probably a good episode in the entire series because we all know Jack Black can make anything funny, and just the fact that me and my friend to make fun of the show. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Yeah, goodbye, Yo Gabba Gabba. We don't see you again. You suck. Not a good show.
64, 64, 64, Zoom. I'm so sorry if I keep doing songs for this. I'm just trying to entertain people. This show's ugly. Next week.
It's ugly? I don't think it's that. Well, it's kind of boring. Let's just put it that way. It's a boring show. I'm not a fan of 64 Zoo Lane. I remember it as a part of my childhood. And get this, I don't think I really should say much about this, but here's a little story. When I was a little kid, um, and of course Noggin, I think this was around the time when Noggin was 24/7. I would tend to like wake up early in the morning because I couldn't sleep. I don't know how old I was. I want to say what I was like 4, 5, 6, maybe 4 or 5. I would tend to get out of my room. I would go to the TV and I would turn on Noggin, and out of all things, 64 Zulane would be on. So yeah, that's how you know that I remember the show from when I was a kid. It did air on PBS Kids right along with Me Sesame and Lazy Town, but it's more memorable when it was on Noggin. I think I don't I don't think Miffy and Friends used to be on PBS Kids Sprout. I did hear it was on PBS Kids, but I never seen it on there, so probably wasn't. But yeah, overall I do remember the show, but I'm not a fan. I think the show is boring. And I think the Wild Thornberries does the whole animal thing in a better and entertaining and yeah, entertaining in kind of an educational way, but not 64 Zoolander. I do think the show is the main character, I think her name's Lucy. She's okay, but aside from that, no. I think the show is kind of bad and boring. And it's not ugly, for sure not.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, Peppa Pig. I'm stupid. So are us. We're her friends. We suck. Yeah, because you guys suck. And so does this show. Why is it even popular? Next.
That outburst, that crash shout or outburst, whatever, is fun. That I don't need to say much about this, but I don't like Peppa Pig. It's disgraceful. Put in James. Despicable. Finished Henry.
We got spin-off. Ben and Ollie's Little Kingdom. This show is terrible. That's all I can say. Most of these shows on here are just going to be terrible. I don't want to say all their names. Just say they suck because I need to explain about them first. And I'm wasting your time. We got Franklin.
Okay, that's pretty much all I was ever doing, but yeah. I've actually never seen Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, but I think I just said it sucked because it was like a like like maybe new season or a spin-off or whatever of Peppa Pig. It just looked exactly like Peppa Pig, in which it does. So I guess for that alone I would still say it sucks, but I've never seen it. Not even a single episode or clip. I've seen a couple promotional pictures and maybe promos, but aside from that, haven't seen the show. So I guess I could say I have no opinion on it, but at the same time, though, I have seen like bits and pieces, so I'm just gonna say it's bad. It's a bad show.
And friends. This show is just bad. And at least with the original Franklin, it's bad, but it's it's not as bad as Franklin and Friends. I take 2D animation over 3D animation. Well, except for the new upcoming Blue's Clues and You reboot. That's pretty much going to be the only CGI animation I care for. Every other CGI animation could just be forgotten for all I care. Next week.
I believe that was a 2-in-1. I'm not so sure. The original Franklin, I still don't really like it because I find it pretty boring. The animation's pretty cool. The music is nice to listen to. The theme song's kind of classic. Hey, it's Franklin coming to someone's house and robbing it. No, he doesn't do that. Yeah, the original Franklin's okay. The reboot Franklin Friends, it looks ugly. I'm not a fan of the CGI. It looks terrible. And what I said about 2D being better than 3D, that's still true, but not with because I'm not saying that the reboot's better than the original. Not even close. The original Blue's Clues beats out Blue's Clues and by a long shot.
Connie the cow. I like how in that Prayer Rescue question number 2, how I said something. Connie the cow. What? That's cute. But either way, Connie the cow is not cute. This show sucks. The end.
Of course, I have seen some episodes, and I don't think the show is that bad. All right. The music looks cool. No, the music sounds catchy. The animation looks cool. Connie herself, she's a nice cow. She's kind of a cute cow. Um, her voice sounds cute. I like that. I don't know who does her voice, but it's a nice listening to the ears, I suppose. Um, yeah, I think the show doesn't have episodes. Of course, some episodes are found on nice. Um, but yeah, the show is okay. I don't really mind Connie that much. It is a noggin classic, that's for sure.
Now a show that is mostly based off Nick Jr.
Actually, Dylan, he said he wasn't going to join because he's sleeping, so that I'll give him a pass for. I'm pretty sure he will join in July when I do a stream in that month.
The Busy World of Richard Scarry. Yeah, this show's scary. Scary enough to be good. This show sucks. Screw it.
Now, I think some people would call it, yeah, some people would call it scary, some people would call it scary. I don't know how to really pronounce it. Nick Jr. Face said scary, so maybe it is scary. Richard Scarry, not Richard Scarry. I don't really know, but yeah, I've actually never seen the show, so I don't have any opinion. Now, I don't know why I said it sucked if I didn't even frickin' watch it. That was basically my past in a nutshell. I would say a random show, and then I would say it sucks, even though I haven't even seen the friggin' thing.
We got Julius Jr. What more can I say? Terrible show. We got Kip.
I would agree with that still. I'm not a fan of Julius Jr. Haven't seen it. Just looking at the animation style, it looks kind of ugly. So, yeah, I don't like the show.
Should I just do 10 seconds now? Because.
Alright, it was a little cut off, so I'm gonna rewind this.
We got Julius Jr. What more can I say? Terrible show. We got. Should I just do 10 seconds now? Because honestly, these shows are just taking me off to do 30 seconds. So, Kipper, terrible show. What more can I say?
I know Lego Lover 7 actually likes the show. That's his opinion. I've seen not too much of Kipper. Like, I know the intro. Dun dun, they call me Kipper. Dun 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 dun, dun the dog. The theme's actually fine. I don't mind the theme song. The show though, the animation looks fine. The voices are kind of boring. Hey Kipper, what do you want to do today? Oh no, I gotta get my papers in order. You mean like, no, toilet papers. Oh, you better watch out with that. Better watch out for that guy with the shirt all over his head. He might ask for those. Oh, are you meaning Cornholio from Beavis and Butthead? Yeah, him. He asked for teepee, not toilet papers. It's the same thing. Oh, I am Cornholio. Give me teepee right now. Oh no, we better run. That is completely random, but yeah. Basically, Kipper, I'm just not too big of a fan of to really watch the show. So I guess I would say it's okay. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just okay to me, I guess, or kind of mediocre. No, no, let's just say it's mediocre. All right, that.
I got Cuckoo Harajuku? This is the show I mentioned when I said that stupid girl show that used to be on Nick and Nick Jr. I forgot that show's name, but now I remembered it, and it sucks.
Ah, yes, Kuku Harajuku, the one that I'm just gonna say his old name, his original name, because just make it more like realistic. Life, no, what's his name? Quai Life Antonio. I think that was his name. That that seemed to be his favorite show, but he's been getting so much like controversy from some puppet dude the that calls him a girl. It's like he's not a girl. How stupid are you? Anyways, yeah, because of that, he would like not talk about the show, but he would bring it up on his channel constantly. I guess he really did like the show, in which that's okay. God, that scared me. It's a little message on my phone, but anyways, yeah, he would like the show. He actually does like the show, even though he doesn't really talk about it too much. Or he does bring it up, but he doesn't talk about it willingly. Man, if it wasn't for those freaking controversies, he would keep on talking about it, but people would just love to ruin good things. I mean, he's not the only one. I constantly be made fun of because I like some character from Baby Looney Tunes, in which I get it. I apologize once again, but you guys need to understand that was my freaking past. Do not bring it up. You're free to watch the video, but actually look at the date before jumping to conclusions. So what I'm trying to say is he did used to like the show, but of course things made him not really talk about it so much anymore. Overall, my opinion on the show alone, I don't like it. Again, I've seen some promos, bits and pieces, and it's just something I'm not a fan of. So, not good to me.
Now we got Little Bear, which I actually noticed that came first, and then Franklin came second. But either way, this show sucks. Next we got
Little Bear, I've seen quite a bit of Little Bear. I don't think it's kind of relaxing, kind of like the first couple seasons of Postman Pat. Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his cute little cat. Jess. But all jokes, the show is all right. I don't really mind the characters too much. It's kind of like a bit off of Winnie the Pooh, especially. character, but not too much. The girl character Emily, she's okay. Little Bear's parents are pretty good parents, way better than like Timmy Turner's parents and I guess Drake and Josh's parents and the guys like that. Um, but yeah, the show by itself, I would say it's okay, but it's a little boring at times. But I certainly don't hate it anymore. Like I could see what people are meaning by it being relaxing and stuff. So I would have to agree. Like if you want some sort of comfort show, a show for comfort, then just watch Little Bear. I highly recommend it for those people who are interested in that stuff.
Little Charmers. This show's even worse than Shimmer and Shine, which that show was bad enough. Terrible.
I've never seen Little Charmers, so I pretty much have no opinion. And of course, judging by the animation style, I actually, well, of course, it's targeted towards girls, so obviously I would not be interested in the series. So I would just say I have no opinion because I haven't even seen the frickin' show. So yeah, no. We're gonna make this a little bit longer because I have part two to get through. Then after part two, I'm gonna have to end it. No, after part two, I'm gonna read your guys' comments and then I'm gonna end it.
Now we got Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. Do Neller Man. Come along if you can. This show is just.
I called
Now
it.
we got.
I called it. Interesting. I would still kind of agree with that. Like the animation's good, the music's fine, it's kind of catchy, but the show is just boring at times. Like I know it's just about a little girl named Maggie and then a Hamilton guy. Is he a pig? He looks like a pig. And then a yellow beast with red spots, going on adventures. But it's just a little boring at times. I do like some of the episodes, like the Jelly Bean one that I've seen quite recently, alongside some other episodes. The Jelly Bean on the train, like Jelly Bean Express or whatever you'd call it, like an episode title, um, and some other ones. Aside from that, though, I would say the show is fine. It's, I guess it's a little bit above mediocre, but I wouldn't say it's 100% okay to me.
Maisie. Hey, Maisie. Maisie, what you gonna do today? This show. Eh. Now we got Miffy and Frank.
Wait, I said for Miffy? I thought I said Miffy because I'm pretty sure I tuned into this video like a rerun like not too long ago, and I thought I said it was okay, but but I said it was eh. Did I talk? I don't know if I did. Um, but Macy nowadays, I think it's okay. Like it's kind of boring at times. Of course, the animation's fine, music a little catchy, but this show kind of just bores me. It's still a noggin classic. I will give it that, but the show is just it's okay. I'll just say it's okay. Why not? Maisie is kind of a cute mouse. I will give her that. The narrator, kind of sounds boring at times, but he sounds kind of soothing as well. So, okay, show. It's definitely okay. I don't hate it. Skip this one as well. Let's go back.
Gonna do today. This show. Eh. Now we got Miffy and Friends. Miffy, right? This show is bad, but it's not as bad as Miffy's Adventures Big and Small. That show's worse.
I think I would have continued the theme song. So it goes Miffy, 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 run. Her little friends are having fun. Miffy there. All her friends are also there. So come and gather. We're a friend. Let's go out and play. Dun 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 dun. Miffy, the cute little bunny. Miffy, the sweet little bunny. Miffy, smart little bunny. Miffy, and friends. Ah, that's classic. Like I do like the claymation style. The music is actually nice. The characters look nice and cute too. I mean, I don't mind them. Please don't call me any names, but yeah. Basically, I think the show is fine. It's just like those other shows I've mentioned before. A little boring, but I don't think the show's bad. I think it's fine. It's okay. It's an okay show.
But they use the exact same animation, which is okay. Next, we got Mike the Knight. All about a knight that teaches you how to destroy people.
Yeah, I can't say the K word because YouTube. You just said a bad word. Bye bye, video. Come on, YouTube. Stop it.
Terrible show. Next, we got.
Yeah, Mike the Knight. Not a fan. As I mentioned, or as I'm going to mention in a future video, I said it was a ripoff. No, no, Max and the Midnights is kind of a ripoff of that. Midnights is on, even though I haven't seen it. Mike the Knight is just not a bad. It's not a good show to me. I just don't like the animation style, and the show doesn't look interesting to me. So not good.
Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Friends. What more can I say? Awful show. Then.
I guess I agree with that. Like, I'm just not a fan of the animation style. It looks pretty ugly. Not as bad as But Ugly Martians, but still pretty bad animation. It was kind of classic. I do remember it from my childhood, and there's some weird things about it, like that spiderous white spider, and there's that um purple pinkish spider named Shimmer, in which I'm kind of not voiced by the same people, but she reminds me of the Powerpuff Girls, kind of like they kind of act the same a little bit, and they kind of sound alike, but not too much. But that's only my opinion. The show itself, it's not that good, actually. Although, like I said, it's from my childhood and it's kind of memorable, but the show is just not good to me. So I would say it's below average, below mediocrity, probably.
We got Bing and Bang and Tiny Planets. More like Tiny Losers. This show sucks.
Tiny loser. Yeah, like I don't like how they don't talk at all, and their adventures they go on. Um, I mean, some are kind of entertaining, but other ones are boring. Yeah, so this show is kind of creepy though, so I agree, it's bad.
It's very. It's just creepy. Diggity Talk. What I hate about it's a ripoff of Clue's character, Tickety Talk, which I actually like that character. It just takes the cake for.
Okay, that was a terrible cutoff. I don't know what happened on my editing software, but I think just said it was terrible. And I agree. I don't know why they decided to take a character's name from Blue's Clues and make it like that. Like they were probably thinking, "Hey, we're gonna make a new show, but we need to think of a title." Hey, why don't we make a show about clocks? Okay, but what should we call it? Clock show? TikTok? No, wait, that's the they're gonna come up. They have like a iPhone app on that. Hey, do you know Blue's Clues? Yeah, I do. I love that show. Isn't there a clock character in that show? Yeah, I think it's Tickety. There you go. We're gonna take Tickety Talk's name and make it our show. Perfect. It's not like we're gonna get a lawsuit or anything. Yeah, let's do it. No, and it's not. And what I really thought, kinda, that it was just gonna be a spin-off of Blue's Clues, a second spin-off of Blue's Clues, starring Tickety Talk and her family. If you know what I mean, like grandfather clock and stuff like that. But no, it's just all about two stupid kids that live in a clock. Yeah, talk about a bad show right there. I haven't seen much of it, but it just looks kind of ugly. So I would just say it still looks bad. I would say the show sucks. Like that was a wasted opportunity too. Like um, they could have made a show out of Tickety and just continued. They basically what I'm trying to say is they could have just made a spin-off show for Tickety Talk. It would have been better, but no, wasted opportunity. The idea just was just thrown out the window. All right, let's blow through the second part.
Next up, we got Rubber Dubbers. Um. Oh, here comes the Rubber Dubbers. Splish, splash, splish, splash.
Yeah, I had to think.
This show sucks. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay, so we're on a time stretch here, so I'm gonna have to make my opinions go by quicker. I'm not a fan of rubber dubbers. I think the show looks bad. I have seen a couple episodes, and it's just something I'm not a fan of. The show still sucks. Though the animation's alright, but that doesn't make the show good.
Pocoyo.
No.
Let's move on. Pocoyo. Show's terrible. What more can I say? Terrible show.
Yeah, I don't really like those shows where the kids chime in for no reason. Pocoyo, I've seen some clips and episodes, and it's something I'm not a fan of still. I still don't like the show.
I'm not being lazy with these. I just need to hurry this up because I'm getting kind of tired here. Next up, we got Peter Rabbit. Awful show. What more can I say?
I've never seen Peter Rabbit actually, so I have no opinion on it.
Next up, we got.
Actually, I have seen a couple of the live action movies, but the show itself I have not seen.
Just need to hurry this up because I'm getting kind of tired here. Next up, we got Peter Rabbit. Awful show. What more can I say? Next up, we got. The show's terrible. I agree with Random Strider. This show is just awful.
And I still stand by my opinion. It does look bad. This is not a good show. It is better than Peppa Pig, but it still doesn't make it good. No. I've seen a couple episodes during Noggin's anniversary in 2024, a couple years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, and I'm still not a fan of it. I still don't like it.
Next, we got Toot and Puddle. More like Toots and Pops. Engine roll call parody. This show sucks.
I actually don't think the show sucks anymore. Of course, I will mention this in the future video, so I'm not going to say much, but I'll say the show it's honestly mediocre, though I'm not a fan of the geography and stuff. Actually, it's not mediocre. I'll say it's okay. It's not that bad.
Zack and Quack. Zack and Quack, terrible show. And even Zack kind of reminds me of Joe from Blue's Clues. Terrible show.
I would agree with that, and I would also agree with this too. Like, I'm not a fan of the whole pop-up thing, so Zack and Quack, I would still say it sucks.
The Fresh Meat Band. This show's bad, I must admit. It is better than the Fresh Meat Band of Spies. That show sucks. Okay.
So I guess it's another double bill of shows. Yeah, Fresh Meat Band I don't mind so much actually. It doesn't so much. I do like the main members, Kiki, Twist, Marina, and Shout. I almost had his name's Shout. But yeah, the show is fine. It's okay. I don't really like how at the end of almost every episode, after they're done with the song, this crazy lady comes in and be like, "Oh my god, that was a good song! I'm gonna sing it!" La 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 la. No, I don't like her, and she always like recites the song after they were done. She was done talking to them. That's like one of the only things I hate about it. But overall, the show is fine. I do like the crossover with Yo Gabba Gabba. Like that was pretty dope and actually unexpected. The reboot though, is um I I don't like it. It's another one of those reboots of a already existing classic show, kind of. So yeah, those are my modern thoughts still.
Next, we got Jack's Music Show.
God,
It is better than the Fresh Meat Band of Spies. That show sucks. This show. Next, we got Music Show. Okay, Jack's Music Show. This show's horrible.
I don't think it's horrible anymore. Like it is boring at times, but it's kind of another Noggin classic and a Noggin original too. Also, fun fact: Steve Burns, who was already on Blue's Clues and did leave around that time, actually starred in one of their songs, which is very dope. I gotta give him.
And mutton stuff. Oh my god, this show is so freaking weird. Like, boy oh boy. Seriously, this show's weird. I know Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse was creepier, was weirder, but seriously, it's a bit better than this. Like seriously. Next week.
I think I only shouted because I heard yelling in the background, but not as bad as Junior's videos, am I right? But Mutton Stuff, it is a weird show. Like, it's pretty much just like Gullah Gullah, except it involves a dog instead of a frog. Hey, that rhymed. Yeah. Show, and I don't fan, of course.
Yeah, okay, I need to freaking hurry this up. Ubi, I've already talked about this show. Freaking horrible.
I agree. I don't like Ubi. Like the whole Ubi, friends. Like, no. If they would have made the puppets speak correctly, like the hand puppets, if they would have just spoken correctly, would have been a better show. But no, the way they just make them not speak right, that's what makes the show bad. I still don't like Ubi. I'm so sorry.
Next, we got Play With Me Sesame.
It is just a stupid show.
It's a ripoff of Sesame Street, but it's a bit better, so that's all I can say. Bubble.
I would agree. Like, I love how it features Ernie, Bert, Grover, and Prairie Dawn. Like, that's kind of a random cast. Like, of course, every single spin-off show has to feature a girl in the main cast. Well, yeah, that could probably be the same exact thing for Baby Looney Tunes. Like, Lola wasn't even one of the very important Looney Tunes characters like Bugs, Daffy, Sylvester, Tweety, or Taz. But like, yeah, she was in the main cast. Like, why couldn't they replace her with Porky? Like, it would have appeared in the show, but long songs, which honestly kind of sucks. Like, I know Lola's my favorite character, but honestly, it would have been a little better to replace her with Porky. It would make a little more better sense if you want to use just the classic Looney Tunes characters. Um, but overall here, the show Play With Me Sesame, it's okay. I do like the Ernie and Bert segments and the parts where they play games in the show. And of course, Kermit the Frog actually appeared in a few segments, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they were reused from Sesame Street or not, but it was pretty nice seeing him on Play With Me Sesame for a change. So, yeah, Play With Me Sesame is okay. I don't mind. It is a little boring at times, but it's not that bad of a show.
I've already talked about this show. Freaking horrible. Next, we got Sesame. It's a ripoff of Sesame Street, but it's a bit better, so that's all I can say.
It's not a rip-off per se, it's more of a spin-off, even though they are the same.
Bubble Guppies. Ripoff of SpongeBob. Horrible show.
No, no, no. It's not a rip-off of SpongeBob. Just because they're underwater shows doesn't make them rip-offs. It's okay, yeah, they're underwater, but they're not freaking rip-offs. Oh my god. I don't like Bubble Guppies. I think the show is, if it makes sense, I think that show is gay. All right, Bubble Guppies is gay, and it's not a good show at all. I hate it. I have seen some episodes. Not a fan of them. Not though. I'll agree with. I will handle some people's opinions like Party TV, for instance. So yeah.
Next, we got Dora the Explorer. Frick you, Dora. I hate you.
Short and sweet. I like that. Yeah, I agree. Dora's not a good show. Like the first two seasons, but aside from that, I don't like any of them else. Any of the other seasons. Like ever since they made Dora like leave the house and it's not inside of a freaking computer anymore. Aside from the blue mouse that tends to appear every now and again, um, yeah, it's just not a part of that anymore. I don't. Um, yeah, that's all I can say. Dora is I agree.
And we got this dumb Dora and Friends into the city. Even worse than the original show. Max, Sam,
I'll just leave it at that. I still agree with that.
and Ruby. Hat, 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 hat. Ruby and Max. Hat, hat. Seriously, that. They're saying hat. It's dumb. Screw this show. Next.
Kinda. I agree with that. Why not? Max and Ruby's not a bad show, though. I do get bored at times, but not gonna lie, I do kind of find some of Max's traits to be funny. Like the way he shows his, like, sinister face, like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna cause some trouble now. Ha. That, that funny. So, this show is okay. The old episodes are certainly better than the new episodes, though, but come on, were we really that surprised to hear that?
Next, we got Wally Kazam. Honestly, and for Max and Ruby, the older episodes are not. Wally Kazam sucks. Here we got Play Along with Sam. Well,
Hang on, I gotta reverse that.
Next, we got Wally Kazam.
Yeah, Wally Kazam, I've actually never seen much of. I've seen the animation style in some promos. They just don't look interesting to me. So I guess I have much of an opinion. But even if I would have watched it, I'd say it's bad.
Honestly, and for Match and Ruby, the older episodes are not like us. Here we got Play Along with Sam, more like Play Along with my butthole because that's why I see you. Screw you, Sam. I want Steve.
Wait. I got out of here. I didn't expect it to be a long sentence here.
They're not so bad. Like them sucks. Here we got Play Along with Sam, more like Play Along with my butthole because that's why I see here. Screw you, Sam. I want Steve from Blue's Clues instead of you.
He said butthole. Yeah, play along with my butthole. Yeah, that sounds cool, doesn't it, Butthead? Yeah, that would be a good show for kids. Way better than that Barney thing. Yeah, Barney sucks. He sucks. I love how I actually said play along with my butthole. Like I was not expecting that. Um, Sam, I haven't seen much of either, but it looks way too silly and like cartoon like for me to like it, so I don't like it.
What the heck?
Too far much? Like I'm sure if Adam was watching this, he'd be like, "Okay, pass Spencer R, that was a little too far. Let's not go that direction."
Pocoyo Planet, which is pretty much like a spin-off version of the original Pocoyo. This show is horrible. What more can I say? Horrible show.
I would just leave it at that as well. Like I haven't seen Pocoyo Planet, so I guess I would have no opinion on it. But and judging by what my past self says, it's probably bad. So let's just say it. Let's just say it sucks.
Now, this show hasn't produced yet, but judging by the trailers of Blue's Clues and You, I'm actually going to enjoy it. All right? That's my over-the-top little bit of opinions on there. Next, we got...
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like once again, it's not better than the original Blue's Clues, but it's still a decent show. I like it. The newer seasons kind of suck, but those older seasons, they kind of grab the same exact attention as the original show, if you know what I mean. The exact same feel. The animation's fine. Josh is a cool host. And the music is okay. Like I don't like how they got rid of the credit music in the show, but it makes sense. It's supposed to be a new show. They can't have the same exact credit theme. I'm not going to sing it because if I rewatch this stream, I'm going to be cringing myself, but you already should know how it sounds. But again, it makes sense. It's a new show. They have to change things up, especially the credit music. So, yeah. Which is also sad as well because the credit music in the original sounds way better and catchy and stuff. So that's already a downfall. But Blue's Clues and You is a decent show for sure. Probably one of the only good day Nick Jr. shows or reboots as a whole on the channel.
Bruno. A sort of Noggin classic, still kind of sucks.
I have actually barely seen much of Bruno, and I don't like the show. I think it kind of sucks, so I agree.
Same with Bruno, but a bit better. It's a good childhood there. Now it's time for story time on Noggin. Now it's story time.
Okay, I heard something on that, so I gotta.
It's a good childhood there. Now it's time for story time on Noggin. Now it's story time on Nick Jr.
Yeah, you can tell they were trying to lose like enthusiasm. Paul Christie for Moose Moose. Story time is fine. It's a nice block on Noggin. I'd give it that. It's an okay block, yeah. I do like how Joe from Blue's Clues read some of those books like Socks for Stan and what else? The Button Book and then Piggy Goes to School. Those are nostalgic. For some reason, Piggy Goes to School couldn't even be found on YouTube. Like I don't know why. Like, is it lost or something? If anyone has a copy of it somewhere, please upload it. But yeah, I want to see it. Overall, story time is okay. Nice block.
Ebb and Flow. That's another Noggin classic, but I'm not feeling it. Sorry, not my type.
I would still agree. I'm not a fan of ebb and flow. Like I've seen the animation style and the way it appeared on Z's bookshelf, and it's just something I'm not really a fan of. So yeah, I don't like it. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Ryan's Mystery Playdate. This show sucks. Why would they make you like a Nickelodeon series of a stupid YouTuber that's not even like great? If I find they make a show out of the engineering family, I'm gonna be like, that's it, I'm done. I'm completely done.
That crash out is so valid. I would literally do that same exact thing if Nickelodeon decided to make a series of the engineering family. Like, that's exactly what I'd be doing. Even to this day, I'd still do that same exact crash out. But Ryan's Mystery Playdate, yeah, I agree. That show sucks. I don't need to explain much.
I apologize for that. Anyways, moving on. Okay, the Curious Buddies. What more can I say? Horrible show.
I agree. I haven't seen Curious Buddies, but it's boring. So I don't like it.
And next up, Paw Patrol. Terrible show. This show Blue's is better.
I agree with that thought. Why is it being spammed on Nickelodeon? Nick, open your freaking eyes and stop airing the freaking show so much. What? That's for the shows I'm reading off. Like, how else am I supposed to do it? um, yeah, there's not much I'm gonna say, but the show sucks.
Team Umizoomi. Hey, horrible show. Bot sounds like Joe from Blue's Clues, which is better. Screw this show.
I don't need to explain much about this, but I don't like Team Movie. And coming, yeah, this is coming out as someone that loves hybrid animation. As much as I love the hybrid, I don't like the show. So yeah, it's weird. Like, those mini tiny Millie, Geo, and Bot. There's someone can squish them with their foot, like maybe Squidward or Benson or Hustis from Courage the Cowardly Dog, something like that.
We got Abby Hatcher, more like, oh, but this show is stupid too.
Apple and banana. That doesn't make any sense, but I love that joke works in a way.
We got Blades of the Masters machines. Speed Racer is better than this crud. Like seriously, Trump winning all the time, that's stupid. And we got
I agree. I agree. Speed Racer is certainly better. Like, at least Speed Racer is classic. Blaze is not classic at all, and the show is just bad. I've seen some clips, and I'm not a fan of it.
Hey Dougie, my oh my, this show is stupid. All you got are characters that are like,
no! Oh my god, that is. Oh my god, that's priceless. I actually rewatched this morning, and my oh my, I was laughing my butt off. I forgot that I did that. That's what the show is in a nutshell, basically. Like, I don't know if I want to show my own self, me now, but this is okay. I'm just gonna show it. I don't care. Um, this is Hey Dougie in a nutshell. It's like, yay, let's have fun. Okay, let's play. Uh-oh, something happened. Whatever, we're just gonna have fun. Cause this is like sunshine and tomatoes and rainbows, marshmallow, whatever. No. No. Like, you have other feelings than freaking happy. That's basically what it is. Like, you guys know that song? Happy, happy, happy. Dun, 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 dun. Happy, 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 happy. That's what the show is in a nutshell. Just happiness. Oh my gosh. I hate that.
Why would they make a show where characters are just happy? That's dumb. We have other feelings. This is not the only feeling in the world. And I'm sorry if I'm, ruining the time here, but like reviewing all these shows, just be happy, all right? Next we got.
Yeah, but don't be as happy as the characters on the show. Who is behind you? What is behind you? It's not important. I'm not going to say it. But yeah, not mutton stuff. Dougie sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. That Hey Dougie's like that show called Play School. I've never heard of it, but it sounds like it.
We got Shimmer and Shine. What more can I say? Terrible ripoff of Fairly Odd Parents and Aladdin, which both those things I can handle. But this show I cannot.
I guess you could say it is a ripoff of both shows. And I don't like Shimmer and Shine. I think the show is weird, gay, and just bad. Certainly not a good show. And I did hear that part of the show was 2D while the other is 3D. Wow, that is a terrible and weird transition. Probably, well, I guess it's not as weird as the transitions in shows like Fireman Sam, Bob the Builder, Angelina Ballerina, and stuff like that. For Thomas, it makes sense because they made a season where they used CGI, both CGI, but with other shows, it's just a very bizarro change, very, very bizarre transition.
Sunny Day. This show is gay as heck. I mean, seriously, all I do is this in front of your face. I know I like it, but come on.
We do that story again, but yeah, that's just stuff about my life. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to say my opinion, and that's it. So let's keep listening.
You don't need to be like, oh, look, I had this. You can't touch it though because it's fake. Screw you. Next we got.
I think that's only the main reason. That's the main reason why I hate the show, but it's not now. Um, I've seen some of the clips from the show. Good, like the animation just looks bad and stuff. Um, yeah, the show sucks. I know Party TV likes it now, in which opinion handled, but I just don't like it.
Top Wing. This show sucks. Backyard Games sucks, but better than this.
Wait, how is Top Wing and Backyardigans related? I don't think they are, because of course I haven't seen Top Wing, but still, I have no opinion.
Here we got the Thomas and Friends from season 2 through now. Now, my opinion, season 17 through 20, they're okay, I guess. I guess they're kind of decent. Season 21 is a bit bad, but the other seasons they freaking. Next up, you got.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I still enjoy seasons 1 through 7. Seasons 8 through 11 are okay. Season 12 is, like, kind of bad, but I do love it, though, kind of. Seasons 13 through 16 obviously suck. And then my current opinion here probably still stands. I don't mind season 17 through 20. They're okay. Season 21 is like all right, but the bouncing animation is just terrible. And the rest of the show complete garbage. So once again, I think I agree with my past self here.
Rainbow Rangers. This is like Nick Jr.'s newest show, and it's terrible. That's all I can say. Next up, we got the
I haven't even seen that show, so I have no opinion.
Teletubbies reboot. What more can I say? Horrible show. And last, but definitely not the least,
I have not seen the Teletubbies reboot actually, so I have no opinion on it. I have seen the original, obviously. I'm pretty sure all 90s babies have seen it. And I don't like the show. It's weird, stupid. They don't even speak English, they speak gibberish. It's kind of like Ubi, but way worse than Ubi. Way more like babyish and childish, I guess you could say. And this goes along the same train as the time when I said Baby Looney Tunes has baby in the title, but it's actually not as childish as this. How can you have a show with baby in the title of your show and the as childish as like other shows like Teletubbies or Ubi or the other one I mentioned earlier in the video? I forgot. It just doesn't make any sense. All right, what's the final show?
1, 2, 3, Sesame Street. If Play With Me Sesame was kind of bad, you already know that Sesame Street's going to be worse. This show sucks. So, I actually completed it early. I apologize if I didn't do the exact same thing with Nickelodeon. I just need to get those kid shows over with because they all sucked. But either way, let me know your opinion down in the comments below. There's no dislike.
And that's another bizarre ending, of course. Now, Sesame Street, it is like what's the word? It's not art, like memorable, nostalgic. I don't know what else. Like it was a staple of our childhood. Sesame Street, I just don't like. Like there's certain things in the series I do like maybe some of the clips from the first season, just like some of those savage clips they do in the show in which I highly recommend the Sesame Street season 1 being completely savage. That video is funny. Um but yeah, and there's some other clips, things in the show I kind of like. I don't think the show is that good. So I'm just going to say it's mediocre just to make some haters like happy or something since I'm not saying it sucks. But what I'm surprised is I didn't say bring up like shows like Bill and I the Science Guy or The Electric Company or like 123 Contact because they used to be on Noggin as well. I think I brought them up in my PBS Kids video. But if you guys want to know my opinions on those now, oh yeah, and Spunk too. Spunk is a good show. Bill Nye is good, even though it's a little boring at times. The Electric Company, same thing. That show's actually okay. I don't mind it. I watch it every now and again. 1 3 2 1 Contact I haven't seen. Okay, so that rounds off the commentaries. I'm gonna take another 2 more minutes and end this off because I know we've went way over the schedule, and I've gained a lot of comments. So let's read them. Uh Again, I apologize for those notification sounds. People don't know what time I'm available at. Um in between 2014 through 2016, I remembered while I was getting ready for school, my mom would turn on either Nick Jr. or Disney Jr. And on Nick Jr., while I was getting ready, was Dora the Explorer. Interesting. Franklin and Friends and unfortunately Teletubbies. I think Little Bill was the first show you mentioned that I watched. Oh, seriously? Wow. Do you like Foster Home for Imaginary Friends and Camp La? No. Do you like Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, Camp Laszlo, and Flapjack? All three of those are okay. I don't mind them. I don't mind either any of. I also remember watching Go Diego Go. All right. If a Nick Jr. show aired in between 2015 through 2017, chances are I have nostalgia watching them, and thus I can't properly hate them. Only the only exception I can think of was Teletubbies. That show is just plain bad. It is bad. Same with Disney Jr. Also, by the way, does anyone remember seeing the Nick Jr. Come at Max bumper with a big purple TV screen with a small yellow TV next to a giant Nick Jr. logo? I think I remember that. Just asking because in 2016 through May 2018, I don't remember seeing those bumpers outside of once. You were so nostalgic in that video, yeah. Okay. Also, by the way, Antenna P brought up a good point, and that is why I don't think Tuck and Ming Ming are friends. They constantly bicker. Oh, interesting. You already answered that, so let's remove it. Popeye the Sailor Man is on MeTV Tunes, and I like it. I know, Popeye's a classic. I mean, how can you not like Popeye? How can you not like Popeye? Do you remember Sidekick? Not really. And also in Save a Duck and Save a Turtle, Tuck and Ming Ming needed rescuing and in both of these episodes, both of them used the same joke. Oh, this isn't great. Just the two of us. Just the two of us, Lenny. Wait, Tuck was missing in the Save the Turtle episode? I don't think I remember that one. I remember Save the Duck, but not Save the Turtle. I hope Nick Jr. doesn't ruin it again. Yeah. Also, by the way, in the season 6 intro Blues Clues, I remember being creeped out from the blue puppet. I remember you saying that one time. Also, is it just me, or does blue look bigger and the book look darker and bigger? I guess you're right. I haven't been paying attention to that. So, since your opinion changed the other day, do you not like Boomerang anymore? What? What makes you think I don't like Boomerang anymore? Of course I like Boomerang. And also in the season 6 intro Blues Clues, in the window, you can see there were flowers, but the Blues Room segment, there were no flowers in the same window. I actually didn't notice that either. I gotta look at that again. But the Blues Room series, but in the Blues Room series, the flowers are seen again. The only thing about Dino Dan I remember is the intro. Yeah, basically the only memorable thing about it. Do you wish that the Eds could have won more against the Cankers and could have been able to escape them? Yeah, I wish. Do you still listen to the Beatles? Of course I do. I remember Yo Gabba Gabba. Ben and Holly used the same animation style as Peppa Pig. Yeah, they do. Also, by the way, in Disney Junior's first few years, they had this Disney Junior night light block. Interesting. You'd think you'd think it would be an adult block, but really the only difference is the branding being changed to a nighttime branding, and at the start and end of the block there were live action shows. Alright? For the whole family, like that's fresh. Which shows you that's fresh. Which shows you how to make food from scratch. Silly Sports, which the title should say it all and capture your story, which shows someone taking a picture of the kids. Interesting. What cartoons do you currently watch? Well, any shows that you see on my channel banner. With the unique bumper with the announcer telling us it's time for Disney Junior Nightlight powered by Babbel. And it cuts to a CGI living room with four slippers from for presumably three people. The only reason I bring this up is because I remember being scared of the bumper. Interesting. Some Poppet needs to be blocked. I agree. I think he's gone now. Or his older channels are. I thought that noise was my computer. No, it wasn't. Nick Jr. needs to be in good condition again. Seriously. Yeah, I talked about Ubi. The Woody Woodpecker show comes on MeTV Toons every day. I'm surprised it didn't sit on Boomerang because before the 2015 rebrand. Yeah, me neither. I meant not air on Boomerang. They made a Persian version of Ubi. Did they? I want to know what it's called. Junior would always scream on the top of his lungs all the time. Seriously, it's like, dude, calm down. What do you gotta yell about? Them not speaking right is the point of the show. Is it really? Wow. Are they trying to teach kids, like, babies how to talk or something? Like, if they want to show them how to teach them how to talk, then, I know you guys don't know this, but there's a VHS series I used to watch a lot when I was a baby. It's called Baby Bumblebee, and it's about like it's a white background. It has these little kids like say like one, two, three words or something like that. And of course that did help me talk when I was a little kid. But nowadays I just completely forget about it. Of course, I think the show is boring, but what do you expect? It's supposed to be a show targeted towards babies and toddlers, so it makes sense to find it boring now. I do like the goldfish on Bubble Guppies, but that's the only character I like. But other than that, I do not like the show. Okay, that hurt my ears. I know, I'm sorry. Do you think season 4 of SpongeBob was okay? I guess so. Correction, Disney Junior block ends at 11 on weekdays on Disney Channel again due to the summer. That's cool. Wow, no Nickelodeon, just wow. Not to mention Crusher crying all the time. Yeah, he was a bit of a child. The cartoon koala brought up a good point about Timu Mizumi, and that is the main characters almost always smile even when they shouldn't be. Wait, it was on Timu Mizumi? They don't really smile too much on the show, but yeah, I would agree. Hey Dougie is yeah, I've read that. At least it's not All Engines Go. I agree. Did you hear about the Nickelodeon shows that are now on Pluto TV? Yes, I have. I have tuned into a couple episodes of Drake and Josh, and I'm really glad that they put all the episodes that weren't from Paramount Plus on there. Really big plus there. This might be surprising, but Combo Panda alongside Kimberly Kevin, Noodles, and PJHL Films are also the reason I do gameplay videos. That's nice. Can you stream until 2 p.m. my time? Probably not. Little Bill is not on Paramount Plus because of Bill Cosby, but it's available to buy on Apple TV, Prime Video, and possibly Fandango, I think. And YouTube. You said your opinion changed on Boomerang. No. No. When did I say that Boomerang was bad? I didn't say that. Wait, you're talking about the channel? Yeah, I'm not saying Boomerang's bad. I think it's okay. Like, it's not as good as the classic, but it's okay. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. Which cartoon character do you think gets tortured the most? Um, that's actually a good question. I guess Squidward? He said his opinion changed on the schedule. Exactly. It's just the schedule I said it was changed, not the channel itself. Let's just be real. Boomerang was a lot better when uh Dave Byer was in charge of his schedule. But now that he was gone, it's like it declined a little bit. So I wasn't expecting to film this much. I guess the commentaries took longer than I had, and I guess I started too late. Also, guys, I didn't want you to know this, but if you hear any sounds in the background, one of my family members is trying to study for his career. So if you end up hearing some of his dialogue or words in the background of the stream or in rerun form, you know why. So I don't want any questions being like, "What is that sound in the background? And who's talking? That's not you." Yeah, that's just some family stuff. But I might as well just continue till 11:30. I was not expecting this, but hey, it's fine. Wait, it's past 11:30. I meant to say 12. Sorry. Did you hear Max and Ruby got taken off of Paramount Plus? Did it really? Because last time I checked, it was on there. We're gonna have to take a look. I do have it on Prime Video, so it's technically the same thing. Do you see me archiving Boomerang and Disney Junior recordings? I have actually, based on your videos, and I must ask, how do you get away with like putting shows on like that on YouTube? Like whenever I try it, I get copyrighted. Like how? How do some people get away with this? Okay. See if I could um find it. I'm gonna search up Max and Ruby. There we go. I'm not watching Adventure Time. I hate that. I don't know what you're talking about. Max and Ruby is available. I mean, look. Available with your Paramount Plus subscription. It's not removed. What do you mean it was removed from Paramount Plus? No, it wasn't. It's still on here. Okay, I like no. We're not avoiding copyright. Okay, so I know Quimation mentioned. I know he has a different name. I'm calling him Quimation no matter what. Sue me. Um, I know he mentioned that, but sometimes some things he says are not correct. That's why I made that post when he said that classics were coming to TNIC when they really aren't. And Adam's cartoon's like, "Oh, it's not his fault. You're just wrong. That's why I'm being negative to you." Look, I get I'm wrong on that, but some of the things he says I get hyped up over, and then when he's like, "Oh, it's not happening," I'm like, "Hey, how dare you lie?" God, I hate that door. Hang on, I'm gonna fix that. God, I hate it when that freaking door always creaks. I had to fix that. See, what else did I get here? Which channels do you think have the best and worst schedules? The best one, in my opinion, is for Game Show Network, and the worst one, Nickelodeon. That's not how you say archiving. Wait, archiving. Oops, that was my mistake. Probably because you show. Yeah, that was my complete fault on that, but let's be real, it was muted. I did not have it on. So that copyright thing was complete BS. It's not on Paramount Plus, but I clearly see the look. God, can I not go further? It says Paramount Plus on the corner. How is it not on there? It must have been. I don't know if it's an error or if they're trying to screw with us. I don't know. You have Prime Video channels. You have Prime Video channels. Paramount Plus. Look for it searching on your TV universally. I don't think I should look because it's pretty much just going to be the same. I mean, yeah, the specials aren't included here, but okay, this is confusing me right now. So I see it here, but yet it shows this, but it's not available. So what's the whole ordeal here? This is almost like the exact opposite for the Mighty B. Like I remembered trying to watch the show on Prime Video, I couldn't see it, so I had to search up on Paramount Plus, and there it was. Is it trying to follow that exact same error problem or whatever? Prime Video has Nickelodeon shows even when they're not on Paramount Plus. Yeah, this is weird. They could have just said of included with Prime. Is it really that freaking difficult? Do you feel bad when episodes end with the main character getting laughed at? Yeah. For something like the episode of Ed, Ed and Eddy, You're Ed Here, it was honestly deserved. Well, not in the same way, but I guess it was a nice break for Eddy, but I kind of felt bad for Double D. But at the same time, though, the way Double D was embarrassed and everyone else was laughing at his middle name, it was kind of funny, but it wasn't hilariously funny or whatever. Try searching up Jackson Music Show on Prime Video. I know it's not on Paramount Plus. All right, might as well give that a shot. Yep, you're right. I'm honestly surprised it's on here. Wow. I remembered Ubi and the Upside Down Show were on here as well, but they both got taken off. No surprise. If you get Paramount Plus on Prime Video or Roku channel, then you get content that the Paramount Plus standalone subscription has. Yeah, we do have Paramount Plus on Prime Video, but not Roku. Alright, 5 more minutes and I'm closing. Man, this is going on way longer than I had hoped. If the main character is innocent and got laughed at, then who would you feel bad for him more? That one doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I guess I would say Courage. I know Courage from Courage the Cowardly Dog doesn't get too much, hate aside from Eustace and some villains, but it would be wrong if he got laughed at, actually, by those people. I think it would be really cursed if Muriel was evil and she was laughing at Courage for no reason, for a bad thing. Now that would be scary and that would just be effed up. Are you going to get yourself a Big Mac today? What? No, I didn't even have any plans to go to McDonald's. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the main one. No, we're gonna leave you on pause. I'm really glad I was able to do a commentary this time, even though it was a double bill of videos. Uh-oh. I was just wondering because I know how well you like your burgers. Yeah, I do, but I don't get them every day. I do tend to make some too, but of course that's not daily. I don't really say what I have for dinner cuz that's a part of my life, but if you really want to know, I had some chicken strips with rice, like yellow rice. Fried rice, I guess you can call it. Do you like or hate streaming? Bruh, that shouldn't even be a question. I do like it though I only tend to do once a month. I know I did like 2 times that one time, but YouTube was being that D word when it came to my ending results, so I had to make up somehow. Hmm. Okay. Deer sausage. What's that? Oh, venison. Jake, it's like the deer in the forest, like Bambi. I honestly don't know why some of my fans don't really like Two and a Half Men so much. Like that show is funny as heck. I recommend it to anyone who wants to laugh out of a good and classic show. Like it used to be TV's number one comedy, and it rightfully deserves to. Of course, I don't mind The Big Bang Theory, but it's not as good as Two and a Half Men. Ah, my mom told me last night that I could be eating Bambi. Oh no! If you're a Disney fan, if you kind of like that, then you're that's over. It's over. What is the funniest moment you've ever seen? Like, like from what, really? It's not really too specific. Okay, final minute. Maybe I'll maybe I'll go over another half minute because I know YouTube likes to like remove a few seconds from the live time. Okay, that's actually really hard to say. There's a lot of moments I like from all stuff I like to check out. What's your thoughts on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus? I haven't seen it, and I probably won't. I probably won't because I'm not a Mickey Mouse fan. So what are you gonna do now? I guess all we can do is wait for another minute, and then I'll close. So if you guys have any more questions, I highly recommend saving it for Ask Crayer episode 27. The 26th episode will be coming out, I guess, next week. Like I want to give the stream a little bit of time to get views, and then the next Ask episode will be coming out. There's a change where they're giving all the sensational six except Pluto their own clubhouse. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, final 12 seconds. So all I'm going to say is thank you for tuning into the stream. Again, if you have any more questions, save it for the next Ask Craver episode, and I'll see you guys later on. All right, take care. Goodbye, everyone.